Hello guys, how are you this beautiful Sunday? Or at least it is here. Well, it's a little cloudy, but to me that's nice because then you don't die from the heat too much. It's a little muggy though, I heard. I haven't been out, so I couldn't really tell you. But I am going to get this all ready. We're going to work in our book today. And of course, I went ahead and tore out the 5 or 6 pages right here. This is what we worked on last and the day before. So now I thought we would do something with butterflies on this page. Now I want to cover up this, so I need to do something to fold this over to cover this. So I thought we would do another one of the crisscross type pages like we did. Let's see, let me get back here. I know it was back here because I looked at it. Everything starts blending after a while. What? Where is it? Remember, we crisscrossed. That is weird. I thought we did it in this book. No. I know we did because I remember making it. Oh my word. Ignore me. I'm an old lady. I've got a little piece here that's wanting to separate. Book page anyway. Let me go ahead and get it glued together. Come out of there, glue. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, and I know that it's in there, but I don't know why I'm not finding it. I didn't tear anything out, I'll put it that way. So anyway, I'm going to make it like a, let me clip this so it'll stay. Maybe it'll stay better if I hold it down a little bit. Yeah, I could have sworn. Oh, there it is. I knew I wasn't losing it totally. So we have this big journaling card in the background, but we crisscrossed 2 pages. You know, I put an empty page on here because we could only get one folded over, and then we did it with some butterflies before, it looks like. So I need to just turn this sideways instead of the other way so I can see it next time. Oh my goodness, I'm just jumping from one thing to the next. I'm working on my digitals, and I'm working on tags. I did 2 videos yesterday, and I will be doing 2 today. So I'm trying to kind of get ahead a little bit, so I'm always going to have one that we can do. So we need to, back to this one, we need to fold this page over. So I thought we'd do another one of those double pages, but I have a different little twist on it this time. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm going to put this portion down. I'm going to fold this over, and going to fold over this way. Now I am going to use pencil to mark how far up we need to go with our paper, so we don't have to waste a bunch underneath. And then I pulled out another one, you know, just like this, to loosely put on here because, well, it is, I'm trying to stay on the same page and mark it as well. All right, so actually I should be marking right here. Okay, so we got this pocket, and then we got this pocket right here. So up here, down here, and I took a half of a old text, and I'm trying to remember how I had it on here, just like this, and I'm going to put it here, and we're going to have another one here. Now next time we do it, we might do another crisscross here. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm not going to glue them together. I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to put anything on this bottom portion right now, because just making sure everything is marked. We're going to do the lower one first. How about that? Okay, then I thought what we could do, I thought this would be pretty up in that corner, but I'm wondering if we need to bring it up that far. I don't think so. Let's cut this part off real quick around the edges. So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. We still have our 15-year-old grandson, and he's been having a good time with running around with his pawpaw, doing different things. And I love it when they come and have fun. And he's already asked to stay through Monday. And I said, sure, absolutely. It'll be boring with Grammy, but you are welcome to do it. Okay, so let me keep cutting here. I like to cut these small edges off with the scissors. It's just faster for me. And so I'm going to be starting a book pretty soon. And it's going to be different than, you know, what we've done. Okay, so now this is what I think we're going to do. We're going to put it right here. Bring it in a little bit because I like the paper to show on the sides. And then I'm going to mark where we need to go with this one, you know, so we can stuff it down inside. Let me get the tear tool. Are you guys able to see okay? I'm going to move the glue and stuff back so you have plenty of room. Okay. There we go. So I've just drawn a line. I just am going to fill this triangle here on the left upper corner, and I marked a little lower on the paper so we could slip it under the pocket. I don't think we'll have to slip it. We're just going to glue it down, and then whenever we put the next paper up, it'll work great. I love that deep purplish pink that we have on there. Let me get my little book out to bring the glue around. I don't think you know what I've decided? I don't think I'll ever have enough room to craft. Do you guys feel that way in your craft rooms? I mean, it's like constant crowded, and every time I go, and maybe I'll find a sale or go to a vintage shop or wherever, I just have that much less room. You know, it takes a lot of things to do. Journaling books. And so you just have to kind of figure it out as you go along. Okay, so I know that this is not going to be open here. I could have just went ahead and cut some more off, but I didn't want to. No, maybe that's going to be perfect. Ooh, maybe I don't want to put the second crisscross. I like the way that looks, don't you guys? But it'd be kind of fun to do this. I don't know why. Oh, I started to say, it's not fitting like I thought it would. Because see, it's going to hide that butterfly. But that rose is really pretty. Or I can cut it this way. Still have this portion over here. And still have this portion. That's what I think I'm going to do that. we'll see what happens. I don't know if we'll like it, but can always try, right? Let's see. Now we want to make sure this lower pocket has its own thing going on. So if we go like this and basically just cut off that portion, I think that will be good. I'm just going to cut it with a regular a pair of scissors. That way. Now let's see what happens. Now, when we put this on, get the length of it down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut this back one off a little bit so we don't feel so crowded under there. Okay, so we're going to do like this. What did I do? Oh my goodness. I cut that wrong, didn't I? You would know that I would cut it wrong. Let's see, that's not going to work. We'll just get a different page out. I know how to solve that problem. I've got a lot of single pages over here that, you know, I'm having to pull out of the book. So it works out great. Okay, now, I had it like this, you know. Okay, now let me mark it better this time. Okay, so we're supposed to cut from here to here. And this time I'm going to pay attention. Wait a minute. I say I'm going to pay attention and then I'm already cutting crooked. That's much better. There we go. Now I'm going to trim off some on this side so it doesn't get down in the spine. It helps, you know. It's like putting a puzzle together. Okay, so we've got that one there. And I'm going to trim this at the bottom a little bit so it's not so hanging off the bottom of the book. Yeah. Now, and we'll put this on just like that. We're going to have to cut that one little portion off, but that's okay. That is okay. But we do need to glue any page that's down like this on. This way, we don't have to deal with that confusing anything. It doesn't take much to confuse me. I think you guys have probably figured that out, haven't you? Yeah, my kids have. They're like, Mom, did you just say that? I mean, yeah. I said, your mom is getting forgetful some. So, happy Father's Day to any of the guys out there. And then let's see, what did I got to cut this portion off. We'll get this straight in just a minute. It's like putting a puzzle together. It seriously is. And yeah, there we go. And I think I'm going to do it like I told you before, where you do like this. Don't disregard this. I mean, this can be still pointed, but I do it like this, and it gives me like that 1 inch depth. And so I think we'll do it like this right here. And so I'm marking where we need to decorate. Okay, now we've got to do this portion right here next. And I'm going to toss any of this trash out of my way so I don't mess it up or get confused. Okay, so these are our two pieces that we're going to set aside so I don't lose them. Now I'm thinking, because I like the way this turned out, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this side up here so we can catch this other butterfly. You know what I mean? All right, so down here, it needs to go all the way down here. And like that. Yeah! I'm going to use the scissors on this portion, because sometimes it's harder to get the right size in your, cut that off. Okay. Come out of there, little guy. Okay, so it's going to be up here, right up here, and right there. Okay, just making sure. Have to always check this stuff because you just never know, you know, what you're going to end up with. All right. Now, let's see how it measured out. Let's put some glue on here. Welcome to all the new subbies. I know I've gotten a few over the last week, and I appreciate it. I am glad to have you. I hope you're enjoying the videos so far. And of course, I'm always appreciating my regulars that have been here since the beginning. Appreciate all the comments that I get, and I know everybody's busy and can't always comment. At least I know that's that way when I have to, not have to, but when I watch a video, you know, sometimes you just can only do so much. Okay, so here we have got this portion. Now see, that's how it's going to look. And I like it. Let's glue it. Let's ink this portion right here before we forget. All right, and then this portion right here will need to be inked. And this portion. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to do this section right here. Let's see if it would still be able to use this piece of paper to do that. We are. What do you know? We are. So it's going to start right there. I want this butterfly to be over. So I want to mark that. Okay. And there we go. Let's see. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I hope it's the right size. Because these are just going, now this one needs to be torn. So I'll use my tear tool on this. Sorry for the noise. I don't know what happened with that. Okay, now I'm going to tear this, I think, straight down right here. Have a little bit of a butterfly going on here. And so I'm trying to, I really like the looks of all of this, and so I'm trying to make it work for it to be along all of these, except maybe the bottom one. We might not be able to do it on the bottom one. Okay, I'm just going to trim right there and right there. No, I'm going to tear that bottom portion. Okay, Now, yeah. And we'll put this on. Well, let's see, that should go all the way down right there too. And then all we have to do is put the, I'm telling you, it's like working a puzzle. Okay, so do this right here along this edge. Since we're going to be adding glue to these pages anyway, might as well. We're going to cover it all up, I'll put it that way. This is the way you do it. You don't wait until you put all the pockets down and then regret it later, you know. Okay. So, come on. I can hear my husband in the bathroom speaking so pretty to our puppy. She's in there with him. He's shaving. She's in there just joining the party. Okay, so this is still not perfect, but it's close enough. I'm going to tear a little bit of this off right here because we got it too long. I say we. I got it too long. I didn't think about the extra. If I can get hold of the paper, that's the hard part when it's on that side. Okay, there we go. So we've got that. Let me get this little section at the bottom here. There we go. Now, we got that glued down. And the rest is, let me erase that pencil mark. The rest of it is this lower section, because we're going to put this right here. It looks like it all goes nicely together, doesn't it? Okay. Now, there we go. Just like that. Now we're going to have this other pocket come join the party. Come join the party. Okay, let's see if I have enough paper to do this. Yeah, see, it would be this paper. And I think we could put it mostly down, and then we can decide, you know, if we want to add more. We may just leave it this way, you know. Get my little, so it took a whole page to do what we did. And I think it worked out great. Can't forget to ink. Okay. And now we will glue this one down. I've had so much fun doing this book. I guarantee you I will do probably another one in 6 months or longer. I just think it's fun. Of course, we haven't got to the end to see how it finishes off, but I think I will learn as I go along what is the best. Okay, so now we have this on here, and I don't think we really need to add any more. If right here's the only place that it's lacking, and I think that's fine, don't you guys? All right, it's not that big a deal. This is different than I had planned, but I like the way it looks. You know, I had figured out, and on this side, we can do a pocket like this. I kind of like the whole pocket thing going on here. And I'll get these glued together in just a second. I think I'm going to glue this down. So while we're working on the other side, this will be ready. Now I'm going to go along get the very top of that down. It's not going to be a perfectly straight page probably, but it's going to be glued on this side instead. Now, that's why I wanted to make sure this little section right here had glue. All right, let's get these pockets glued down, and then we'll come over here and do what we need to do. So the first thing you want to remember is that you always, where it comes to the top, you want a little blob to hold it pretty good. I usually do a little circle of it here and kind of in the corners, but we're only doing across the bottom and up the one side. Now when we get it over here, just want to make sure your paper goes out straight. I like to make sure it will fold back and forth either direction. Okay, now I'm looking here. Just want to make sure that it's on the right part here. Part of this at the bottom, not on the side that I'm cutting on now, but on the other side will kind of be jagged. It's okay. I just don't want a lot hanging over onto this side. Now, got to be careful because see, it started kind of bowing up right here when I was cutting, so I've got to get that straightened out. And before it glues down, got to bring it up. And up here, it's got a little picot going on. Get everything down so we can decorate when it dries. That's why we get this side done while we're doing the other side. This one has time to dry, and it's oozing out all over my hands, of course. All right, let's see. Okay, so that portion is down, and I'm thinking maybe I'll clip it right there for a second while we do this top portion. Now, we're going to put this on here. See down this side right here, we might come back and add some more paper. As soon as we get this portion glued down. Yeah, because I don't want that big gap. Okay. And I will probably have to trim some off the bottom. I would rather it be shorter than that page than longer. That's the nice thing about this. I mean, you can just cut and chop whatever way makes your project work. And yeah, it's right in here that I'm having issues. Okay. All right, so now we're going to glue here. Let me think about it for a second. Yeah, we're going to let this be the pocket here. Okay, so we've got this pocket, then we'll have this pocket, and then we'll have the one on the bottom. So we're going to do here, we're going to do all around it except this portion right here. And I'm just going to clip the part we do not want to glue. That way it helps me remember. So we're going to glue here, 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 and here. So let's just start on this side. And I'm going to put a bigger dab there, then go down. Whoops, getting lazy there. Almost went off the road. All right, now I'm going to kind of smooth it out. See if I can keep it from sticking to everything. All right. to line it up with that pocket there, and then just kind of try to have it straight as I can. I like it, you guys. I like doing this. Is fun. The more pockets you can get on there, the cooler it is. Do you agree with me? I think it does. I think it works great. Now, I do want to add some more paper right in here. That is part of a butterfly, but that's not what we want to put there. Let's find something that's less obvious. This is the other pocket. I forgot to glue the inside of it to each other. Okay, we'll come back and do that. Okay, so let's do this part now. We need to do this side, all but this side right here needs to be glued down. Okay, here we go. So always put the little extra right here so we know that the pocket won't tear. Super easy maybe. And right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, and so I'll probably, on this bottom one, I'll probably add a butterfly and just give it a different look, you know. Okay, let me get this glue off right here. It's Fabri-Tac glue, it just likes everything. Okay, now I'm going to make sure everything is sticking like it should. Now this bottom part right here is having the hardest time. So let me clip it. Get my other clips down. Let's see. Before I clip this, I want to take off a little bit of that glue. All right. So my husband is sneaking through the room and he's distracting me. I'm glad I'm not the only one that happens to, surely. Okay. So I'm going to clip this to get it to glue right there really good. And then I'm going to clip around the outside. The smaller pieces seem to take it a little harder. You know, you have to clip them down and hold them in place. And so here's some more clips. And I'm going to do it all the way around while we're working on the other side. This can be drying and staying in place, hopefully. I'm going to put one right here also. And one on this corner. Let's see if it's staying okay. No, right here wants to not glue, but it knows better, so we're going to get it a little bit too. And one more over on this other side. This works as my extra hand, you know, work it like a, all right, so we'll let that dry. Oh, we got to put the piece right here. Let me get it here. I got to tear something to work in that area. Let's do this. Get my tear tool out. Excuse me for the noise. It keeps wanting to attach itself underneath my sewing machine. So, okay. Now, I'm going to tear this right here. And then I'm going to tear just to this other side of the butterfly. And we'll cover up this section. It's not very big, so it's not going to take much. Okay. Might cover up our butterfly, but that's okay because he kind of looked weird being torn apart, didn't he? Okay, right here. All right. Put some glue on this little guy, and then that side is glued in. Which that thing would stay in place. Okay. Let's get right here. There we go. I am so hooked on, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so hooked on my collaging. I think, am I crazy? But I understand from other people that they love it too. You know, just tearing paper, making designs, but they love it too, which I'm really glad. Okay, so now we're going to decorate this bottom portion, and I'm thinking, do we want to do some text there? Or, let me look. Do we want to do some more butterflies? Maybe put the floral on that side. Or I have some more. This is pretty too, isn't it? Maybe we can put this floral right here. I feel like that color, the colors don't blend with that other page because it's so lavender. It's got a lot of lavender in it. So let me keep looking here and see what I've got. Oh, there's some lavender. We'll just use some of this. Okay, so we're going to tear, look at all these butterflies down here. This paper that I'm working with today is Antique Papery, I believe. If you can't find it there, you can ask me and I'll look it up for you. Okay, now I'm going to tear along here because I kind of want the flower and the butterfly as much as possible to be on this side. And so I'm thinking we'll do it like this. Tear at the top, have this right here, and then this butterfly and this portion down here can show. All right, now I'm going to tear. I'm going to find the lines that we drew so I know how far over to tear it. Okay, so right here should do it. I'll recommend to you that you print anything you're going to collage with just on copy paper, because I'm here to tell you it's hard to tear and I can't really tear it. And so that's just a recommendation. If you're stronger than me, go for it. But man, and I think it was in the last video, plus it's thicker and it will bulk up your book more. I have to have multiple reasons, but that's the other reason. Okay, so this one is going to be one single page, straight up and down there. Right. So my husband's been taking the grandson all over the place. They've just been hanging out. The only thing is when the boys get older, you know, they love their Grammy and they come love on me about every 15, 20 minutes or when they're around. But and this one is so loving. He always tells me he loves me. And hugs my neck the best he can because he's so giant. I bet he is 6'6", 6'5", easy. My daughter-in-law's father, he's deceased, but he was like nearly 7 foot tall. So we're worried he's going to be that tall, you know. My son is about 6 foot. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm off camera, but I couldn't get hold of this paper. My son is about 6 foot, so he's not taking that off from his daddy, but his voice sounds like his daddy at that age. Okay, look how pretty. Ooh, I'm liking some purple. I've been on the purple. I've been doing purple lately, haven't I? Let's glue this page down. Oops, let's ink it first. I get some more ink on my dauber, or my inking tool. I want to call it dauber. Don't ask me why, but I do. Okay, there is that. And let's go ahead and glue this pocket down, and we'll cover the top as we do that. Okay, get over here. You're just going way too far down there. I hope you guys can see. The only thing I hate about doing this is being able to stay in camera. I always feel like I'm going to be out of camera. Or out of the frame. Okay, let me make sure. Oh, I guess we are in frame. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go with that same kind of decorating. And just, you know, yeah, let's kind of do it where it looks like it's all kind of blending together, you know, like this. Awesome, I like that. Okay, now I'm going to get my tear tool and see how far over I need to tear, about like that. And I'm going to tear a little bit up here to kind of match it. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, I'm sitting here thinking, do we want to put a pocket right here? But I think it's going to bulk up the page too much, so I'm going to pass on that one. We don't need both sides with just nothing but pockets, you know. Okay, now let's get this glued down and clear out my space here a little bit. I want to see if this page is adhering or if it needs clips. No, it seems to be doing great. Okay, let me get this glued down. And okay. Trying to get this on here just right. And then I'm afraid when I put it on here right, the other one's going to go off the other end. So I'm going to scoot it over. Well, that's not too bad. Finally, wondered if I was going to be able to get it down here just right. I like the way this turned out, guys. I hope you do as well. Now we can decorate the page. And I'm thinking, I'm going to put a clip there. I'm thinking that we can, I think the first thing that would be fun is to do a, I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we can do one of these type things inside here. And instead of putting a flower on it, we can put in something else. But I'm going to grab one of these right here out of this pack. I got a bunch. And I thought we could do like a long tag. So this one doesn't have enough writing on it. It's kind of different. Let's do this one in the front. I'm thinking we probably are going to have to sew around this. And that's okay. Let's go ahead and also ink it. I have that all ready. Now, I think instead of collaging, maybe we can put just some, well, I need to put a little bit of something on here. Let's do both sides. All right. So maybe we can put some florals or something like that on it. And let's see. And then we'll be able to tuck it in. See, like right here. It'd be nice to have, tell you what would be nice is to have like 3 butterflies right there. And I'm looking to see if there's just a section on some journaling page. You know, I wanted to use, let's do this. Let's put, maybe, see, like these are on there in a perfect way. See, that would slide right in. So, I was going to put some text paper, not text paper, but I was just going to glue some butterflies on, but I don't think we need to. I think we got what we need right here. You know? Okay, so let's see. Right like this. Put that right there. Let me do this other side too. There we go. That way we don't have to tear the whole thing, you know. Just tear a portion of it. Okay. Got these clips in here and they're not wanting to cooperate. Let me make sure you guys can see. Yay! Let's go ahead and do this little side while we're at it here at the top. I love this thing. I just tore my little paper. I'll just glue it down better. I need to anyway, it looks like, doesn't it? I usually have to add extra glue to these pages, you know, because when you're in the middle of collaging and then you decide, you know, that you need a new glue sheet, you just kind of barely put glue on them just to get a good start on them. So it takes a little bit. Okay. There. All right, so we'll do, I want to do it like that. This right here. I'll tear a little bit more off right here. Whoops. And then we can decorate by adding a butterfly picture or something on there. Okay. Yeah, that works, huh? And we can add some lace or something to it to give it a little bit of a more decorative look. And on the other side, I'll do it off camera so you don't have to be bored with that, but on the other side, I thought we could do just a tea stain paper on the other side, and then I can stitch this off camera. But here's how that's gonna look. So I could put some lace right here. Let me see what I've got out here strung out everywhere. Nope, that's too big. Or, let me see, I've got some at Tracy's. That one's too pink. I don't have any that's like that really blends with what we're doing. So we'll pass on that. And we'll just put some lace right across here. And I'm just going to use like a beigey kind of lace. That way it'll look pretty. If we put it right here or right here. I think I like it like that. I hope you guys don't have a problem with me not being overly talkative. Sometimes I'm not really, how do I put it? I lost my pen. I don't cut up that often. I'm just not really funny, but I'm not a serious person. I mean, I do have a sense of humor. But I know sometimes it can be boring to watch a video and not have your person having a little bit of enthusiasm. But I am very excited about this page, if that helps. I look at people like, trying to think of the different ones that are just funny. Well, Gail, of course, you know, she just is naturally funny. But do we want to do it that way? I kind of like it. That way. Let's do that. Now, every now and then I have something funny to say. But nothing really funny has been happening lately. Oops. Sorry. Noisy me. Okay. So we're going to put the glue right here, and it will dry darker. Let's do it right there. That way, it'll give a decoration at the edge of the page. Come on, lay down there. What's your problem? When you first do the glue, oh, probably I have the glue on the wrong side. Duh. I was like, why isn't it sticking? Come on, come on, come on. So my sweet sister had her birthday yesterday. And I don't know why this isn't sticking down. Let's just see if we can. That is odd because I've put the same glue on so many times. So let's do this. Let's just put glue directly on this card and see if that doesn't help. Along with the glue that's already on it. That's so strange. Watch it. It's just not. Guess we'll pass on that and find something different. Let me think. I'll tear something that will make a good border over here. Let me dig a little bit. Let me dig a little bit, little bit, little bit. Let's see. Let's do that. I like that little bit of purple that's on there. And we'll just tear it and make it like a trim, like this. Well, I just ripped off part of it. Now this paper's wanting to stick to it. Can't win for losing here. Okay, let me get this off. Glue sticking to me. Yeah, now I ripped this. So now I think we should just rip the whole thing and make it like a little piece of trim. And then it will look better, I think. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that didn't make much difference, did it? Well, once I stitch around this, it'll look lots better. And then I'll put on this side some, and I may just stitch some lace on, and that will satisfy me. We'll do that. I'll do that off video so you guys don't have to listen to that. Okay, now, so over here, we've got all kinds of things going on. So we could pull out a tiny, small, little tag, or we could use, that doesn't have blue in it. Let me look here. We'll put one of the tiny tags somewhere, and maybe we'll do an envelope. Oh, and here's a little inventory tag. We could put that somewhere. This is a digital. I'm trying to think of who it is. It's Elsie Bell. Elsie. It's ELSIEBELS. Okay, and then it's, what is the last two words? Isn't that terrible? I can't remember. Maybe I've got something right here in front of me. Let me look. I've got a lot of digitals I haven't cut out yet, so I'm hoping maybe. No, none of those. No, I guess I must have used them all up. But anyway, if you go to, I'm trying to think which video it is. Sadly, some people don't put their names on their digital. The ones I'm working on for me, I do. So it's just going to be renewed and crafted for you, and it will have the name of the digital. But I put it right under this, so you can see what you're doing there. But anyway, I had printed some the wrong size of these library cards, but I have I'll find out the name of this lady. I forget most of the time to put stuff under there, and I hate that I do that, but I'll have to you know, I have them regular size too. Let me see if I've got them here. Okay, but aren't they cute? This is what I printed off. It comes in a digital. I think it's like $3, and you can print as many as you want. Now the back has not got anything, but we always want that to be for journaling anyway. And so I printed it off with them all four next to each other, and it came out this size. So then I went back and printed these. No, I take that back. I enlarged these to like a 5x7. I made them 5x7, but they are real close to the normal. Okay, so I'm looking here. Oh, also I have these little girls that I did collage on, but neither one of them really are right for the color scheme on this, so we'll use them before it's all said and done. I just want to make sure things match like they should. And also, these are the large inventory tags that I printed off. So they're about the same size as they're a little bit smaller than the time card. And the time card that we use is normally longer. But I think this is a good size to decorate and use like a tag. I was excited. They have guest checks. They have wage envelopes. What else did they have? There was one other, and I can't remember what it was. So anyway, these will be fun. And I could decorate. I've got a pink guest check we could decorate. That is out of my stash. Yeah, there's not a lot of pink in there. It's more purple. Okay, let me look further back and see what I have. Now this one, yeah, that's still too pink. But we'll use it also. We're going to find a place to use all these that I laid out to actually make things like this. So, yeah, we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. I've got also, let me find I've got this little card that came with the 7 Gypsies. I love this side. So we'll do something on this side to put in this top pocket. No, it's not going to be the look I want. I don't want to cover this up super bad. So, you know, that's too small, obviously. So maybe we'll put it down here. I'm going to take all these clips off. It should be ready to now this page is flipping right now, but we'll attach one to it, and that will calm this one down whenever we decorate it. So let's do this right here, this inventory tag. We can do it here, and we'll lean it because we don't want them to not be leaning. We could do this there, but the blue just doesn't work. This is the one we just made. I'm kind of thinking that might be better there. We'll play and see. We'll just look at it there, and then let me see how this fits. And that little inventory, that little card works great right there. Okay, so we can collage these, or we can just decorate them with, let me get my photo square things that I've got right now. I've got some things that are cut out already, you know, to put on different things depending on what you're working on. I'm wondering, what would this look like on the top of this? It's got black on there, but there's black in here, and we could put it in here like this and then have the decorative top. I don't know. We'll think on that too. Let me see what else I've got in here. We've got this cute little tag that could go in this. And then we could put this inventory tag. Yeah, let's do that. Because this little tag's adorable. Look at that. And this is a digital that I printed off too. So here's some cute little like we can cover some of this and use that. I like that look. Let's see what else I've got down in here. You know, I just pulled out certain things to do. And at some point, I might have to... Oh, I've got some butterfly cards down here somewhere. Let's see. The butterflies are from Tracy Fox. But I'm trying to find some that have more color in them. Oh, these little yellow ones are precious. I like the way they're lying around. Oh, and I like these too because they're bright. Let me pull that out. Let's see. Here's some green ones. I don't think the green will work on this particular page. Let's see what else we got in here. I think that's the prettiest ones. And we don't really want more than 2, do we? That would be kind of crazy. But I am crazy. I told you I can be crazy. Okay, so I think if we do those 2, let me see what I have in the bigger size. Oh, those are pretty too, aren't they? Look at those. That's unique. I don't think I've seen that butterfly. I probably haven't seen most of these butterflies in my lifetime. Okay, then we got mushrooms, which really won't go with what we're doing here, so we'll save those. All right, so now we've got a little more to work with. So let's do something with those. I don't know what it will end up being, but let's do it. Let me see what time it is. Oh my gosh, we're at 1:08. So, I'm showing you what I'm going to do. I'm basically just going to put something in the background, and then I'm going to do this one with the roses, and this one with the butterflies, and then I may do something different with this. You know, I may decide to add a picture over here or something because I really like these butterflies. So this is what we're going to do. I'll have it all stitched and ready, and then we'll move on to our next page. I don't want, you know, this was more complicated than our average collage page because of all the pockets, but I'm wanting to show you guys how you can make all kinds of different things. And at some point I want to do some flips out. I want to flip some stuff out too, and we might do that in the next video. We'll just see. All right guys, hope you had a good day. Welcome new subbies. Thank you guys. Bye bye.